Now that we've got your attention, let the games begin! Game cartridges assembling. Greetings. Game loading. Mind your fingers. Keep working, you rust buckets! One zeros. I don't know. I just can't seem to get it. First game up, mugshots.
My name's Verity. I bust bad guys. You want to help? Come on in. We got 4 suspects pinned down. 3 of them are guilty. Listen to their stories and spot the mistakes. The ones that lie did the crime. Today, we're interviewing the Lemon Sisters. Seems 3 of them broke into the public library and reshelved all the books. The savages. Remember, only one of these mugs is telling the truth. The other 3 are lying. Let's start with Honey Lemon.
I was at the doctor. My teeth have always been crooked, and since that just wouldn't do, I went to the orthopedist to get braces. Don't I look beautiful? See?
A real stunner. But does an orthopedist put on braces? Let's move on to Candy Lemon.
I'd catch my death at a dusty old library. I was at the planetarium. I saw the red planet, Venus.
Is Venus the red planet, or is she playing us for a sucker? Next up, Sugar Lemon.
Verity, Verity, Verity. You must know that I would never touch a book. I was in Austria. I saw kangaroos and then went scuba diving in the Great Barrier Reef. Truly, Verity, a library.
Are there kangaroos in Austria? We only have one sister left. The youngest Lemon sister, Puddin'. Guess they were running out of names.
Verity, you simply must believe me. I was at the art gallery during this horrible event. I was looking at the painting called Still Life with Sunflowers by Vincent van Gogh. I'd never reshelve. Ever.
Did Van Gogh paint still life with sunflowers? Once again, the guilty ones practically confessed. Did you spot the mistakes?
I went to the orthopedist to get braces.
Honey's bitten off more than she can chew. You go to an orthopedist if you break a bone. If you want braces on your teeth, you go to an orthodontist.
I'd catch my death at a dusty old library. I was at the planetarium. I saw the red planet, Venus.
Seems like Candy's in a different solar system. The red planet is Mars, not Venus.
I was in Austria. I saw kangaroos and then went scuba diving in the Great Barrier Reef.
Sugar, sugar, sugar. Maybe the library would do you some good. Kangaroos and the Great Barrier Reef are in Australia, not Austria.
I was looking at the painting called Still Life with Sunflowers by Vincent van Gogh.
Puddin' may have a silly name, but she sure knows her artwork. Vincent van Gogh did paint still life with sunflowers. So, Like the old saying goes, when life hands you lemons, throw 'em in jail.
Nice work! Let's play another one. Job, work, job, work. Next game on the way! Greetings. Haunted house party.
Good evening and welcome to Haunted House Party. Tonight's scary yet quite interesting festivities are in full swing. You're just in time as our guest of honor is about to slither in. As always, I expect you to figure out who the mystery guest is yourself. That is so scary, and so is your breath. Tonight's mystery guest is very tricky.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, you mysterious mystery guest guy.
Hello.
Did you hear that? Dead folks love me, even though my enemies think I'm a crook.
Excuse me, sir, but Madam says you can perform your magic act whenever you are ready.
I think there's been a mistake.
But aren't you Tricky Dick?
Drat that nickname. Yes, I'm Tricky Dick, but I assure you I am not a magician. Though I was able to make my presidency disappear.
I apologize. May I get you a drink?
Well, I could go for some water.
It'll be a moment. We keep our fresh water near the front gate.
Don't you ever use the words water and gate in the same sentence. Can't you get me a drink from someplace else?
Sorry again, Mr. President. I'll get you your drink by hook or by crook.
I am not a crook.
I think we've had enough. Why don't we give our friends a chance to figure out who you are? As 37th President of the United States, he was forced to resign his presidency because of that little problem called Watergate.
Yes, I am Richard Nixon. But not only am I Richard Nixon, but I am also not a crook.
Sure you're not. And I'm not scary. Until we meet next.
Watch your backs. Coming through, coming through. Right, left. Okay, right here, pull it. Stand by for lens McCracken.
I was afraid you'd show up. Well, not really afraid, and cautious. You see, I'm never scared, because I'm Lens McCracken, ace photo snoop. I photograph crime scenes, and I'm the best you'll ever meet. Unless you count the ones that are better than me. See, when there's a crime, they call Lens to take the pictures of the malfeasance and figure out what happened. Then, you and me stare down these close-ups and figure out the story. Just like the one I'm working on right now. It's a doozy. The client's dentures were heisted. I call this one the case of the missing dentures case. I know these photographs hold the answer, and we better come up with it. Here's a real close-up. Come on, look closer, will you? Well, it's not gonna poison you. How's about this one? Now see, this photo was throwing me off. I figure without it, we'd fall right into the answer. I'm sure. I'm sure. What do you think? I got one more. Okay, if we're gonna clean this one up, we better brush up on our detective prowess. Or maybe if we see all three photos together, we'll figure it out. And voila! There they are. And here we are. And you know what? We ain't nowhere. Holy Ace Ventura, I just thought of something. I can use my loyal darkroom computer, the Solutionator, to evolve our conclusion. Yep, the old Solutionator is the best friend a crime photographer can have. That is, unless he knows any people. A mushroom. The leprechaun's umbrella. Next is... Can you feel the excitement? Neither can I. A manhole cover. So if I'm not mistaken, that would mean that under that manhole cover is... a manhole. Aha! which leads me right to the last clue, which should be an ice pick. Or a toothbrush. Yeah, it's always the toothbrush. I should have known it from the start. It seems that our client got caught in the classic mushroom manhole cover toothbrush scam. Let me explain. It's the oldest one in the book. The scam artist sets up outside a dentist's office where the unsuspecting victim exits fresh from his tortuous teeth cleaning and is handed a free sample mushroom, which the perp guarantees will bring him great fortune. After he eats it, the bad guy pulls the old switcheroo and tells him he gave him the one filled with tooth decay. With the poor fool in a panic, the bad guy points out a toothbrush that's laying next to the manhole cover. As the frenzied victim bends over to pick up the brush, the bad guy removes the manhole cover, pushing him into the open sewer, where other bad guys rob him of his new dentures. You see, dentures today are worth more on the open market than the Hope Diamond. So you see, you stick around with me, you'll learn how to watch out for these creeps. You know why? 'Cause I am Lens McCracken, Ace Photo Snoop.
Game time in 10 seconds. Poop or scoop?
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, I'm talking here. That's better. All right, it's time once again to play Poop or Scoop. Can you tell the straight scoop true from the animal poop false? Test your knowledge of the animal kingdom by separating fact from fiction. Starting with this animal right here. Poop or scoop? Sharks have a poorly developed sense of smell and must rely on good eyesight to catch their prey. What do you think? If you agree that sharks don't smell too good, vote scoop. But if you think that's a stinking lie, vote poop. It's pure poop. Sharks don't rely just on their eyesight. They have an incredible sense of smell. It's so good, they can detect a drop of blood in the ocean more than 600 feet away. Okay, here we go again. Poop or scoop? Crocodiles can run at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour. If you think that's the truth, vote scoop. If you think it's a crock, vote poop. Do crocodiles run at 30 miles per hour? It's poop. Pure poop. Crocodiles aren't that fast. In fact, out of the water, they can travel at 10 miles per hour, but only over very short distances. Okay, kids, here's a good one. Poop or scoop? The mosquito is the most dangerous creature on Earth. Do you believe that? If you do, scoop. If you don't, poop. The answer is, believe it or not, it's the straight scoop. In Africa, some mosquitoes carry malarial fever. They pass the malaria on to humans when they bite them. As many as 2.5 million Africans die from malaria each year. That makes mosquitoes more deadly to humans than all other creatures combined. Next question for you. Do millipedes really have 1,000 legs? If you think that they do, go for the scoop. But if you think that's one creepy crawly lie, pile on the poop. The answer is pure poop. Millipedes don't have 1,000 legs. The largest live in South Africa, but they only have 710 legs. Still, that's more limbs than any other creature alive. Well, kids, that's all we got for you today. If you got only one right, you're a party pooper. 2, and you're a pooper scooper. 3 makes you a super pooper scooper. If you got all 4 questions, you're what else? A super duper pooper scooper. I'm telling you, you can't get this kind of entertainment just anywhere. So please, join us again next time for Poop or Scoop.
Hey, all you Mondo freaks and freakettes. Oh, yeah! This is your most significant brother, Jumpin' Johnny Jumble. Or as we say here, Jumpin' Johnny Jumble. That's because here at Scramblin' Radio, we mix 'em and you fix 'em. In other words, my name is really Jumpin' Johnny Jumble. And that's how it works. Monster hits, mangled words, and you have to unscramble the letters we'll be throwing out at you. Dig it. Let's start it off with Carol Chaos and her newest smash single, I Gotta Limp It.
Whenever I go out, I think I'm looking hot, but I look into the mirror and I see that I'm actually not, 'cause I got a limp pip, it keeps growing every day. A limp pip, and it ain't going away.
Man, did that girl mix it up. That was Carol Chaos with I Gotta Pimple. Get it? And now it's time for another
commercial spot.
Hey guys and galettes, when yours truly has to get up early, I like to stop in at Johnny Jumble's Fecky Fo stop.
Jumpin' Johnny's Fecky Fo to pick me up and make me go.
If your day is starting slow,
Try Jumpin' Johnny's Fecky Fo.
Made fresh from imported Fecky Fo beans, Johnny Jumble's Fecky Fo goes down smooth. Ow! But to make it easier, why not order it by its unscrambled name? Coffee at Johnny Jumble's Coffee Shop. And now it's time for
Scramblin' Sports with Billy Bull.
Thanks, Johnny. And today, we take a look at the lighter side of sports with former Rookie of the Year, Khan Zapazzi. Superstar Khan Zapazzi caught more than a good game in the 9th inning of last night's contest. With 2 outs and the score tied, Zapazzi hit a 3-2 pitch over the center field fence and off the head of a fleeing purse snatcher, knocking him unconscious and winning the game. Scrambling hats off to Khan Zapazzi. Mark Piazza. And that's it from the world of sports. And now back to Henjo. Johnny.
And now it's about time to sail this old showboat into the sunset. So until tomorrow, this is
Jumpin' Johnny Bombshell.
That's Jumbo. Dig it.
Hey there! Next game coming up! Greetings.
Game cartridge loading. Check.
Game time! Captain Bones!
Arr, ahoy, matey. Shiver me timbers. Yo ho ho. Look alive, ye lollygaggers. I'm the incredibly dead Captain Bones. I've been sailing the 7 seas for an eternity, and I'll tell ya, I'm a bored stiff. The only thing that saves me from going stark raving mad is making up math puzzles using nothing but me own bones. Now watch closely, and just do as I say, or I'll surprise the life out of ye. Just watch me bones. Now, pick a number from 1 to 10, or higher if you think you can handle it. Got it? Now, double it. I said double it, or I'll see you keel hold. Now, add 4 to your number. Look sharp. You've had all the time you'll be getting for that. Now, divide it by 2. Have you got it? That's using your skull, matey. Now, subtract the original number. All right, you junk food gobbling cola swilling lot. What number have you got? It's 2. 2, you blistered bags of TV watching bones. 2, you worthless remote hogging heaps of former flesh. 2.
Right, left, right, left. Okay, right there.
Welcome to the most pleasant game on the Midway. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present...
Psycho Man! The game show that says, how you doing? I'm a game show. Man, a game show that talks. What will they think of next? Hey, can you do this? Enough body tricks. Let's play. For those of you new to the game, where have you been? Now I gotta explain the way this works again. Man, this is the last time I show you this equation. But I use pictures and things instead of numbers, and you got to figure out what they stand for. Then you do the math. Your first problem. Take the number of the original states in the Union back in 1776. Then subtract the days in a week. And to that, add the number of hamburgers in a Big Mac. Which all comes to, any idea? Now listen, the 13 original states in the Union, take away the 7 days in a week. Now add the 2 patties in a Big Mac. And the answer is a booming 8. 8. Next equation, please. You take the number of hits in a baseball no-hitter.
Strike 3, you're out.
Add the feet in the yard. To which we subtract a romantic couple. Oh. Equals, hey, no hollering out the answer. Some people are still working on it. Pencils down. Take the 0 hits and a no-hitter. Add it to the 3 feet in the yard. And then subtract the couple. That's 2. The answer, all together now, 1. 1. Ah, you guys are getting good. We got one more, so concentrate. Take the time difference between New York and Los Angeles. Subtract the number of halves in a football game. Every last one of them. And add it to the number of numbers on a telephone. This ain't easy. What you get? Stay with me now. There is a 3-hour time difference between New York and Los Angeles, from which you subtract the 2 halves in a football game, and then you add that to the 10 numbers on a phone. And the answer is the very lovely 11. 11, my lucky number. Whoa! Well, maybe not so lucky. I think I better call the emergency squad. I'll be back later to play again. Or we do it from the hospital. I'm thinking the hospital. Professor Rocket's out.
Game quality under control. Real snake, ooh, ah. Real snake, ooh, ah.
In the dark and mysterious recesses of parts unknown, there resides the strange and riddle-wise creature known only as the Riddle Snake. His music is enchanting, and his riddles are perplexing. So look close and think even closer, 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 closer. The riddle is, what is the national anthem of Hawaii? What is the national anthem of Hawaii? What is the national anthem of Hawaii? And the answer is the Star-Spangled Banner. Because you see, Hawaii is one of the 50 states. And Francis Scott Key loved a good luau. Aloha.
It's time for Crashbox Rewind, where we flash back through the show and remind you how smart you really are.
You take that 8 ounces in a cup, add it to the 4 people in a doubles match, divide it by the 2 eyes in your head, and the answer is 6. 6.
Millipedes don't have 1,000 legs. The largest live in South Africa, but they only have 710 legs. Still, that's more limbs than any other creature alive.
We got a hair on your head, an atom, and a banana. Can you figure out what ties them all together? They're all things that split. Ain't that grand?
The revolting slob is adamant that styrofoam is good for you. And that's all for today.
He's a playwright who was known as the Bard of Avon, who wrote plays like Othello, Macbeth, and Hamlet with such wonderful lines like, to be or not to be.
Hey, big guy, that's my line. I'm William Shakespeare.
Well, that's it for now. See you next time.